Welcome to our show, Food Allergies, Tips for Eating Safely. You may have heard the terms food allergy and food intolerance. There's a difference between the two. Before we begin, let's look at how they differ. A food intolerance means that the body can't properly digest a food, and the reasons can include enzyme deficiencies or sensitivity to food additives or natural ingredients in foods. The response is limited to the digestive system. Lactose intolerance is a common example of a food intolerance. It's estimated that 75% of the global population is lactose intolerant. Because some people do not make a type of enzyme called lactase to digest lactose, they will experience problems in the digestive system after drinking milk or eating foods that contain dairy ingredients. The indigested lactose is not absorbed into the bloodstream from the small intestine, so it then moves to the large intestine. In the large intestine, bacteria will break down the indigested lactose to produce fatty acids and gases, causing discomfort such as bloating, possible diarrhea, cramping, and flatulence. On the other hand, milk and dairy products can also cause food allergies, which involve the immune system acting abnormally and can be life-threatening sometimes. When people have food allergies, including dairy allergies, their bodies react to the food as invaders. The immune system can overreact and produce antibodies called immunoglobulin E or IgE, leading to the release of chemical substances such as histamine that cause allergic reactions. Symptoms can include sneezing, rashes, swollen lips, tongue or face, or itchy eyes. There are also food allergies not involving IgE. For a mild allergic reaction, the doctor may prescribe antihistamines to relieve the symptoms. In some cases, an allergy can lead to a severe allergic reaction called anaphylaxis, and the symptoms are much more serious than those seen in mild allergies. Anaphylactic reactions include difficulty breathing, swelling of the throat and mouth, and even unconsciousness. When this happens, one may need to use an auto-injector known as an EpiPen to give oneself an emergency injection of epinephrine. Following the injection, one must go to the hospital immediately. The majority of food allergies are caused by proteins in milk, egg, shellfish, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, and soybeans. Currently, the most effective way to deal with this issue is to avoid foods that trigger allergic reactions. Now, if you suspect you have a food allergy, we'll share some tips for reducing the risk of reactions. The first step is to identify which foods you are allergic to. One way to find out is by doing a blood test. The test will help the doctor to see how your immune system responds to particular foods by measuring allergy-related antibodies, such as IgE. Your doctor will also evaluate other factors, such as a family history of allergies, your medical history, and the results of a physical examination to rule out other causes. Once you get a better picture of your condition, you can then start setting out a dietary plan that avoids ingredients that can potentially cause allergies. This will also allow you to avoid allergens in foods by carefully reading the labels on food products. Eating foods with natural and simple ingredients is beneficial for those who have food allergies. Evidence has shown that a whole food, plant-based diet can be helpful in lowering the chance of an allergic reaction because it contains minimally processed ingredients and is free of additives. When your diet is mainly composed of fruits, vegetables, and natural ingredients like oats and nuts, there will be fewer hidden items that can potentially cause allergies. A plant-based diet can help you avoid eating dairy products accidentally. On top of that, fruits and vegetables can provide the needed micronutrients and antioxidants for protecting your immune system. Even if you suffer from a mild reaction to certain fruits or vegetables, this can usually be avoided by cooking them. Also, a plant-based dietitian can be of great value to assist you in transitioning into an allergy-free diet that accommodates your lifestyle. Supreme Master Ching Hai has spoken about how a vegan diet can help children avoid allergens, as in this excerpt from a May 9, 2009 conference held in Lomé, Togo.
About the health of the precious youngest ones. The vegan menu is one of the most easily digestible in the whole world. and the only one we should give to the babies and to ourselves. And the most easily available. Even from our backyard, we can cultivate that. Also, by feeding our baby the vegan diet, we can protect our child from many of the allergens and toxic substances that are often part of the meat-based diet. Being entirely natural, it is so easy to transition to the vegan diet.
Nowadays, it's easy to find alternatives to milk in many supermarkets. Choices like rice and oat milk, and even banana and quinoa milk can be found in specific sections. However, if you know that you're allergic to nuts, then you may want to avoid almond or other nut-based milks. Instead of having nuts, you can fill your diet with grains, whole oats, legumes, and seeds, such as hemp and chia seeds that are packed with healthy protein. Alternatively, you may choose products that contain pea rather than soy protein if you have an allergy to it. Peas are full of proteins too, but if you have legume allergies such as to peanuts, there is a slight chance you may be allergic to peas as well. Beans, lentils, brown rice, and buckwheat are also brilliant choices for you. If you are allergic to wheat, then you will need to avoid seitan, a popular meat substitute, as this is derived from wheat. Instead of wheat flour, you can opt for coconut, chickpea, cassava, or teff flour. Teff is a fine grain and contains 7 grams of protein per 30 grams of flour. If you are allergic to corn, watch out for cornstarch in many foods that are packaged or processed. Remember to keep a food diary so you can keep tabs on what you have eaten and how they have made you feel. This way you can work out what foods cause specific symptoms and learn to spot them earlier. Please make sure you check the section on labels that say may contain and may be made in a factory containing any of the previously named potential allergens. According to the UK's National Health Service, here is a list of ingredients that can cause an allergy. Cereals with gluten, shellfish, eggs, fish, lupin, milk, mollusks, mustard, tree nuts, peanuts, sesame seeds, soybeans, celery, sulfur dioxide, and sulfites. If the label isn't specific enough for you, then check out the company's website for more information or Google to see if someone may have dropped a note regarding the product's ingredients. All of the tips that we've talked about so far are helpful for meal preparation. What if you want to go out to a restaurant with friends? We'll share some of the things that you can do to dine safely. When choosing restaurants, it's advisable to choose the type of cuisine that you know has less risk of containing foods that may cause an allergic reaction. Certainly, vegan restaurants will be very sensitive as to ingredients of their dishes. Please remember to check the restaurant's recipes because one restaurant may not make the same dish the same way as another restaurant. When you make a lunch or dinner reservation, you can advise the restaurant staff or manager about your dietary requirements. That way, you will be able to find out if the establishment can meet your dietary preferences and reduce the risk of cross-contamination with foods that can cause an allergic reaction. It may also save you from last-minute surprises when you're ordering from the menu. However, sometimes not everything can be planned ahead. It is useful if you keep a food allergy chef card handy in your wallet or purse. When you decide to explore a new restaurant with your family and friends, you can communicate to the chef or staff with the card listing the foods you need to avoid and your conditions. Please don't forget to also keep your friends informed of your allergies. You can also carry an allergy ID card to quickly inform a healthcare professional of foods that trigger a reaction in you. Lastly, if you've been prescribed an epinephrine autoinjector, please take it with you and show your friends how to use it on you in case of an emergency. If you have children that suffer from food allergies, make sure you have advised the school about their condition. A medical bracelet would be a great option too for your young ones. Leave an emergency kit with your child's teachers and in his or her school bag so that they can be more prepared in case of emergency. If you can, pack a healthy, nutrient-rich, plant-based lunch for your youngsters. It would be even safer and better. We hope that today's show has been a helpful introduction to food allergies and pray that you and your loved ones enjoy vibrant health every day.
To be vegan is not perfect, but it helps reduce the suffering of animals. Thích ngực hẳn vegan.
Gracious viewers, thank you for your company today on our program.